We'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. It's 10 o'clock, January 22nd, 2025, and Sean Sikora and myself, of course, are here. Jeff Arnett is unable to make it today. We will now have consents and approval from the county administrator. Good morning. Do you hear an echo?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while since we saw you in that seat.
I know, it's, yeah.
You have no exonerations to approve, minutes from January 15th, 2025. Vouchers, General County Fund, $339,683.55. Coal severance, $10,000. 911, $9,788.53. Chestnut Ridge Park, $3,748.09. Camp Muffley, $8,901. Mason-Dixon Park, $3,334.14. Mon County Center, $7,155.01. Transportation levy, $7,613.06. Fire levy, $102,416.39. Recreation levy, $111,644.47. Library levy, $14,140.70. EMS levy, $120,009.56. Opioid settlement funds, $1,821.90. Assessor's valuation, $5,355.06. Harmony Grove TIF, $280,964.86. Parks and Rec, $14,256.15. Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $13,979.41. Magistrate Court, $1785. 911, $293.38. Chestnut Ridge Park, $76.48. Camp Muffley, $152.96. Mason-Dixon Park, $76.48. Mon County Center, $139.19. Assessor's valuation, $15,886.25, for a voucher total of $1,071,454.47. You have budget revisions to approve, a few that require state approval for general fund, prosecuting attorney, federal grants, state grants, law enforcement, dams and dredging, in-house approval for general fund for the county commission. Position vacancies for board of authorities are listed on the county website, and fiduciary orders for January 22nd, 2025.
Move the consent, to approve the consent and approval agenda items as presented.
Second, any discussion?
One note, sorry.
Sure.
Homeless shelter is not on the list of state approval budget revisions. So we need to add that.
It's on the document here.
Yeah, it's on the
Yes,
agenda, but it's not on
Not
the
on
consent approval.
agenda,
Oh, okay.
Spreadsheet.
Okay, so that isn't covered.
No, so we'll have to, it's a prepared,
We'll just do it separate.
it's just not on the consent and approval. I didn't list that earlier.
Oh, okay.
She didn't mention it, it's on the agenda, so.
Okay.
I motion to approve the consent and approval agenda items as presented in the agenda.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, it passes.
Okay.
In-house approval?
That was part of the motion.
That was part of it, okay. Vacancies for boards and authorities?
That's all been approved. That was part of his motion.
See?
You don't have to do any of that.
Okay, I'll move on then.
Okay.
And we don't have any fiduciary orders?
You approve the orders in the
I mean,
motion. No
none.
additional items.
Additional fiduciary, okay. Okay, let's try it this way. 4, introduction of new employees and personnel changes. Chestnut Ridge Park?
Yeah, you had 2 that were approved actually last week. We had to amend their start date to January 22nd, which is today. Kirsten Louie and Sydney Elwanger.
Right.
Those 2, their start dates are actually today and not last.
Okay.
So that was just an amendment for,
Okay. I move that we approve the amendment to their status as presented.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Mecca 911, come on down.
Good morning.
You've been a very busy person
morning.
these past 48 hours.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Not better
Warmer.
than you.
Yeah. This morning, I'd like to introduce Emma Snyder. She'll be starting as a telecommunicator on February the 1st at a monthly salary of $3,425.10 for a probationary period.
Move that we approve the position as presented.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
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 Thank
Do you have any report at all you want to bring up, since I know you've been so busy? Heard you on the radio, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you know, our telecommunicators have been really busy during the storm. They handled over 70 what we call motorist assist. They have listed basically vehicles stuck along the roadways. Over 50 traffic accidents. Thank goodness most of them were fairly minor accidents. I think just people going slower kept so the injuries weren't as significant this time. But again, you know, the other day with school was closed, a lot of people stayed off the road, gave DOH and city crews time to get out and get everything plowed. And Mayor, I was up at the town center. Your crew did a wonderful job up there keeping, because that's a big 5-lane road, and a lot of times those are hard to keep clear, and they did a really good job keeping those clear. But just one thing, you know, with the cold temperatures, just keep reminding people, stay outside for a little bit, even though the sun's shining, get back in the warm after a while.
And I appreciate all your efforts, you and your staff efforts
Yeah.
in the past couple of weeks, because I know it's been, this weather is probably harder on your organization than anybody, just to keep people informed. I even called Jimmy on Saturday night on his personal cell, and he picked right up. After church, I came down to check to see if our sidewalks were done, and when I was leaving, I went up Chestnut, and there was a student passed out on the sidewalk. So I called him, I
cold
was
weather.
like, because there are people waiting with him, and said that we don't know where they're at. We called them like 15
Yeah.
minutes ago. So I called Jimmy, and like within 2 minutes, here come two Morgantown PD police department members. So I appreciate your flexibility and your attention to your job.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. And our Youth Services Center.
You have Malcolm Caldwell, part-time relief worker, $14.40 per hour, on-call basis, not eligible for benefits. Start date is January 24th.
Move that we approve the position as presented.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Do you have any other?
That is all.
Okay. At this time, we will have comments from the public. Please feel free to come on down, state your name, address, and we'd love to hear what you'd like to say. Anyone want to say anything? No one's moving? We will close the comments from the public. Grants. We do not have any grants today. Correspondence.
The only item I have of note is the quarterly report from Comcast regarding the broadband infrastructure project. This is on the first project, not the new awards.
Okay.
And the gist of that report is they're finishing up the final engineering, and then just in time for the next phase, which as the ground starts thawing, we'll start seeing shovels in the ground.
Yeah. I have one correspondence, and really positive news, something you haven't heard in the last several years, from Chestnut Ridge Park and Campground. They are wanting the public to know that thanks to the recent snowfall and the snowmaking equipment that is all perfectly running, they have a ton of fresh snow. And what they're going to do is start selling tickets in 1 hour and 40 minutes for Thursday through Sunday. And Thursday is just, Thursday is just 12 to 2, but then there's 2 different sessions on each of the other days. And they are, as I said, with the weather looking the way it is in the snow, they are hoping to stay open for the next several weeks, and we've not heard something like that. So we're very excited. The cost is only $10 per person per spot, and I hope people use it. So it's good news. Any unfinished business?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll start on new business. Consideration of appointment to the Mountaineer Trail Network Recreational Authority.
As you know, Susan Riddle from the CVB has been serving in that position. We've had it listed on our website as a vacancy because her term had expired at the end of December. I haven't had any other applicants for that position, so, and she wants to be reappointed.
Okay. I move that we reappoint Susan Riddle as presented.
Second, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Just a question on the her term. This is a 4-year term, and I had my notes that her first term expired 8/21/23. So does that mean that she expires 8/21/2027? Yeah, that's what she said in her email, that she noticed that it expired.
Oh, so it would be 4 years from the 2023.
From that date?
Yeah.
Okay. If you, and I may be wrong, if you just clarify
check my notes.
whatever the date is, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Did we,
Consideration of,
sorry, Tom.
I'm sorry. Consideration of an appointment to the Mason-Dixon Historical Park Advisory Board.
Caden Statler's term expired at the end of December. He would like to be reappointed. I have another inquiry for another board member that's term expired at the end of December as well. I'm hoping to hear back from them.
Okay.
I've had it listed for about a month now and haven't had any other applicants.
Okay. Move that we reappoint Caden Stadler to the Mason-Dixon Historical Park Advisory Board as presented.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. To consider request by Mr. Mark Music, Assessor of Mon County, for the County Commission to issue a letter authorizing his office to continue adjusting parcel and personal property accounts until February 20th, 2025.
I move that we approve the request as presented.
Second, any discussion? It's just self-explanatory. This is what we've done each year.
We've done every year.
Yeah. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Consideration of a three-party MOU between the Mon County Commission, Town of Granville, and West Ridge to provide traffic lights and related improvements to the University Town Center.
I move that we approve the MOU as presented.
Second, did you want to have any discussion, or did anyone, you gave us a report last week, and it's very exciting, and we're moving forward.
And work has been moving forward in the
Yes.
spirit of cooperation. This MOU just memorializes things like invoice payments and things like that. The projected budget was 1.2 million, so each party is splitting that up to not to exceed 400,000.
Right.
And then, Mayor, you have anything else you'd like to say about that?
I think our lawyers collectively
Right.
worked out all the details
Okay.
to everybody's satisfaction.
You've been working on this for a couple months. I'm glad we're finally getting
And I want
it
to
done.
thank you for, you kept pushing it forward, so it kept moving forward, so it wouldn't fall back. So we're excited to see this happen.
Me too.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Do we have any other new business?
No, that is all.
Reports from any elected officials? Reports from county commissioners? Sean?
Since our last meeting, last Wednesday, I participated in a MAP annual strategic strategy planning session, and it was very well conducted. Kelly Nix from WU, she's a professor in the B&E College, conducted the exercise, and it was a good exercise to really kind of focus what MAP's strategy should be in the next year, and we're planning to maybe do this going forward on an annual basis. We did this once when MAP was created, and we decided we needed to do it again, and this went so well that we're planning on doing it going forward. And I believe I'll probably get a report on the strategies session, and then I'll share that, Tom, with you and Jeff, and make it available to the public as far as what we talked about. On Thursday, we had an MMPO policy board meeting. Friday was just staff reports, and on Saturday, I had my monthly breakfast. Yesterday, the administrator and I participated in our biweekly HR call. Today's a regular day with no work sessions, and Friday's staff reports, and I have my normal suite of broadband meetings. Other than that, I'm good. Again, Jimmy, well, he's not here, but thanks to all the efforts to our county staff for keeping our sidewalks cleared, all their efforts in doing that, and thanks to Jimmy and his group to keeping people informed. As you indicated, Tom, Jimmy made himself available to go on the radio to let people know what's going on, to give them updates, especially in regards to like traffic. I know Saturday was a mess. I went out Saturday morning just to see what it was like, and there was just cars everywhere. I'm sorry, Sunday morning. And there was just, cars everywhere that had slid off the road. There was a FedEx truck that slid off Collins Ferry. It was a mess, and I appreciate the efforts of all the people that were out clearing the roads and keeping people informed and advised. So that's all I have.
Okay. And I also do want to thank, I was in touch with Mr. Earl Gaskins, who's our district coordinator for the DOH. And again, I need to clarify so we keep getting this straight. There are no county roads. We do not have a staff that does county roads. However, when we get concerns, we pass them on to the district. And that's what I was doing, and Mr. Gaskins was clearly, working as diligently as possible to get the roads cleared. So I want to thank all the workers who were out there who did that. Second, we had a Mountaineer Country CVB board meeting that I attended yesterday, and then we also had an Agencies Addressing Food Insecurity meeting in the afternoon. And finally, we are going to have I know it's been several weeks, and several of the Mountaineer Food Bank food giveaways have been canceled this week. We are still planning to have our Saturday, but it's going to be in front of the new mall, Morgantown Mall. And there is a new time from now on this year. It's from 10 to 11:30. So please make note of that for those people who come. It starts at 10, not 11. And that is my report.
Okay. I'll move that we adjourn.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
We be gone.